Good morning. She did really good in the bassinet for the first stretch. I fed her at 11, put her down, and she didn't wake up until 4, which was so good. And I had so much hope. I was like, oh, we're going to do one more stretch, and she's only going to wake up twice. That's amazing. Then she woke up 2 more times, I think, maybe 3 more times. So the latter half did not go according to plan. It was like every hour. So this one here does not want to go back to sleep for a nap either. But the fun part of today, we have our 6-week appointment. I'm a little nervous because she's coming with me and I need to get there on time. I don't want them canceling my appointment. We're going to see how it goes. I don't like being late to things, and since having a baby, I feel like I always end up late to things because I just don't know how much time it's going to take to get her out the door, especially by yourself, and you're breastfeeding. It's like, when are you going to be hungry? When am I going to have to feed you? That's going to put us behind schedule. So we're going to see if we make it on time. Fingers crossed we do. And then they will give me the okay to lift some weights. And my plan is to do that at some point today. I don't know when it'll be. And if it has to be at night, I will do it at night because I do not care. I need to lift some weights and do something. Mommy's going crazy. We're going to go throughout the week together again, though. I'm so sad. I was making my coffee, and when I went to go pour the creamer, and I usually do a little bit, and it like rushed out. Now my coffee is insanely sweet, but it is what it is. At least we have coffee today. I also made almond milk last night for the first night in forever. If you follow me on TikTok, I used to make homemade almond milk twice a week. Sometimes more, sometimes less, and I haven't done it in forever, so I did that, and I love it. I have really missed that, and I sweetened it with honey instead of dates this time. Also really liked that, and I thought ahead of the game and prepped my espresso last night in a little juice shot glass. That way I could just chill it in the fridge and pour it in this morning in case she was still asleep. However, of course, it's the one morning she is wide awake and in the bouncer. We're going to go ahead and get some steps in before this appointment because I don't know that I'll have time to actually go outside and take her with me and do all the things for a nap, so this will just be a little bit easier and safer to stay inside. Let's see how many steps we get in while she's in the bouncer before she starts whining. You never know. I have to say, one of the things I'm learning is that breastfeeding and trying to go anywhere by a specific time just doesn't go hand in hand, unfortunately, because every single time I am on time, and then right before we need to go, she needs to feed. And I'm by myself, so it's not like I can just feed her in the car while my husband's driving. So inconvenient, but she's got about 5 minutes to feed, and then I have got to put her in the car and go. So fingers crossed this isn't a screeching 10-minute drive to the OB appointment. We'll see how this goes. But she looks so cute in her little bow. At least we look cute. I even got to put a little bit of makeup on. She does great in the bouncer. I put the bouncer in the bathroom while I shower and leave the curtain open so I can watch her. And that has actually worked out pretty good. Usually she'll start crying sooner, but she's starting to sit in the bouncer for a lot longer periods, which has been super helpful to get some things done. Okay, good news. Everything's good. We can work out. She said start a little lighter on the weights, but planning on doing that anyway. I'm sure I can't lift as heavy as I do. And I don't really lift heavy. I usually do like 10 pounds, 15 pounds of that. We are definitely going to get a workout in today. My goal is to get this one down that you can hear over there for a bassinet nap, and she'll stay in there long enough for me to do a dumbbell workout here. That's my goal. I don't know if it's going to happen because she does not like bassinet naps very often. Fingers crossed today's the day she will. She should go down for a really long nap because she wanted to feed right when we needed to leave, per usual, so I fed her for as long as I could until I absolutely had to get out the door. She was so mad at me for taking her off the boob. We got her in the car. She cried the whole 10-minute drive there. I was very frazzled. I got her back on the boob and put a cover on and walked into the appointment. Had to take her back off once they called me back to do my weight, and then she was all mad at me, and they had to do my blood pressure during that time too, and they're like, your blood pressure's a little elevated, but that's probably because of the circumstances. And I was like, yeah, I'm a little frazzled and stressed out right now. My child is screaming and I'm trying to breastfeed and not flash everybody. It was just a whole ordeal. But the midwife was the midwife who delivered her, and she was so sweet. She was like, just stay in here until you're done and then go check out. And I was like, forewarning, she takes a while to feed, but thank you. Very much appreciate it. And then of course I'm trying to get her in the car and get home oh goodness. And then I'm trying to get home as quickly as possible before she starts pitching a fit, because of course when the car stops moving, she doesn't like it anymore. And of course we hit every red light. Like red lights I've literally never hit as a red light, and they were like the longest light of my life. I was like, I've literally never seen this light turn red when I've been driving. So that was so annoying. Got home, she fed again, and she really needs to go down for a nap because she's been not super fussy, but like fussy enough where I can tell she's tired, but she hasn't slept this entire time because we've been all over the place. She's been feeding, not feeding, feeding, not feeding. So my goal is that hopefully tuckered her out. We'll see if we can get her down for a nap. She's still wide awake even though she just fed. Don't know what that is about, but we need to fix it. She needs to go down. We'll try and swaddle her, put her down in the bassinet, and then hopefully that will give me at least 30 minutes to get a good little workout in. I did make a second coffee because I didn't get to finish my other one. And the other one did not taste very good because I poured too much creamer into it. This one, 10 out of 10. Much better. I've perfected my coffee recipe for sure. Love it. That's on my TikTok if you ever want to see it because I always forget to record it on here. Anywho, we had good news at the appointment today and I'm very happy with it. We're going to try and get some steps in while she's in a good mood. I'm probably going to walk with her on that too because that tends to put her to sleep. And then hopefully I'll come back and tell you she's down in that bassinet. We'll find out. The curves do not last long, if you can't tell. And she's ready to eat again. She's a little piggy nowadays. Good morning, sunshines. Happy Tuesday. It is 8:40. I just put baby down for her first nap of the day, which is crazy. Thank God for this Momcozy monitor. It's so nice for me to have. Thank you, Momcozy, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you don't know, Momcozy is a global mother and baby brand offering practical, comfortable, and supportive solutions for moms and families. What I love is that I can stay connected to my baby while I'm at home and still being productive by getting all my chores done around the house without picking up my phone. I love to minimize my screen time, but getting chores done was also one of the hardest things as not only a first-time mom, but a mom with a newborn. We still have a newborn. She's not quite out of that stage yet. So using the handheld monitor is super convenient and it has everything I need to know to give me peace of mind to still be productive. It shows your room temperature. You can have view adjustment, zoom in, zoom out. It lights up whenever sound is detected. So that can be your baby wiggling or crying, whatever the sound may be. As an anxious first-time mom, I also love that if my mom is here and watching the baby for a little bit, I can still stay connected while I'm out and about just by opening my Momcozy app. I can check in on my baby and it has all of the same features that the monitor has. Plus, I can also play lullabies to kind of help soothe my baby back to sleep if I notice that she's waking up. One of the most valuable things it gives back to me, other than not only my productivity, but just my sanity within these four walls and getting things done, is it gives back time with my husband. That's something that we really struggled with having a baby, is just finding time for each other. And after putting the baby down at night, we have so much peace of mind with the monitor's night vision features. It still shows all the same features like the room temperature. We can zoom in, zoom out, but we can really just sit down and hone in on each other and spend quality time together. We play games, we catch up on our shows and watch movies, and we really just love this baby monitor so much. You can use code SophiaShe04 to receive 20% off your Momcozy Baby Monitor and have that quality time back with your husband at nighttime. I got a new nursing tank and it's a workout tank, so it's a crop one. If you can see it, it has the hooks right here, so when she wakes up, we'll still have to get our 10,000 steps in and do all of that because I failed yesterday. I think I only got like 7,500, which is still pretty good. But finding time to do all of that is definitely difficult now that you have a baby. That's for sure, because she took a contact nap on me yesterday and she napped for so long. She didn't nap the whole morning because of all the chaos with the appointment and everything. Finally got her down for like a good long nap after my workout and I showered and everything, which was like 2 o'clock. And then she slept till like 6:30, so she slept a really long time, but she needed it. And I was planning to get more steps in that time, but I didn't want to move her and wake her up because then she'd be cranky, so I didn't get the last couple thousand of my steps in. So goal today, hit the 10,000 steps this Tuesday and get a Pilates workout in. My body feels so sore.
those way, especially my legs. That's where I noticed the biggest difference. Like everything's a little bit sore, nothing crazy, but my legs hurt, where I said that was probably my weakest point yesterday doing that full body workout, is my legs are not what they used to be when it comes to lifting. We're starting from not square one, but definitely back a few squares. Let's get dressed for a workout and let's pull up. I think we're gonna do a form Pilates workout and put it on the TV, and we're just gonna hope and pray she stays asleep long enough for me to get through the entire workout. We'll see. I 100% justify this purchase. This is such a high quality workout tank. I will be wearing it and it'll be great even when I'm done breastfeeding, and I will still wear it, to be honest, because you can't even hardly see the hooks on it. It just looks like it's the adjustable thing. So this was 100% worth the 20 something dollars that it was. Yeah, highly recommend. I really want to get the white one. I wish they had more colors in it. Maybe I'll do some research and they have some of like a different brand that's similar, but it's super soft and buttery. Very good material. I'm a big fan of this. Highly recommend. Okay, we are going to do 25 minutes with Sammy Clark inner thigh sculpt. So hopefully she stays asleep another 25 minutes. It just has 1 pound ankle weights on, so I already have his on. So let's get into it. She's awake, obviously. Let's go get her, put her in the bouncer, and hopefully she'll last the last 15 minutes of this workout. Good morning, sunshines. Happy Wednesday. Can't even think what day it is at this point. It's pretty gloomy out, so I think I checked the weather. It's 76 right now, I think, which I think is okay to take her out. So I think we might go outside for at least a little bit and walk, probably only like 40-45 minutes. I just don't want her getting too hot, but she also naps pretty good in the carrier, so I'm gonna feed her first. We'll check the weather one more time, but like I said, the sun's not out. It's pretty cloudy. I think it'll be fine. If not, we'll just walk on the walking pad this morning. Making our coffee. I started prepping my espresso the night before so that it can chill. And this little juice shot bottle thing, I need to get like a pack of these so that I can just prep it for the week and make life way easier. But all that I put in it is maple syrup, a little bit of salt, and cinnamon. So good. Also good with honey and salt if you haven't tried that before. And I just love cinnamon, but I know not everyone likes cinnamon. But it just makes it easier the next morning, because if she's not still asleep, but if she happens to still be asleep or something, I don't have to grind the beans, which is super loud. I also need to find, I'm just using the Starbucks espresso beans that you can buy at the store right now. Honestly, I get whatever beans are the most affordable. I need to find a different one though. I think I might try and buy 7 Weeks espresso beans, I think is the name of the company, because the money goes through the cause and everything. They put it towards ultrasounds and whatnot. Might look into that. We'll see. I also need to make more almond milk tonight. Hopefully I don't forget, because I'm out of the habit of making it. I used to make it regularly every like 3 days. I would make it and I was on it, and I have not been on it lately. This is the first time I made it, and honestly definitely since before I was pregnant. I don't think I've made it at all since, like, I didn't make it at all in pregnancy, I'm pretty sure. I also have not been able to get down to the gym. Before I had a baby, obviously, I would go at like 5:30. My hatch alarm would wake me up, and that was great for me. I absolutely loved it. I love an early morning workout. Now, that's typically her last feeding, and I'm so tired from like waking up in the middle of the night, which she doesn't wake up that often. It's usually like anywhere from 12:30 to 1:30 she'll wake up the first time, and there's usually one more around like 3:34, and then for some reason she never can sleep one more stretch. I don't know what it is. So the next one's usually right at 5:30. If we're lucky it'll be a 6, but typically it's right at 5:30, and I'm just tired from waking up because every time she wakes up I'm usually up for like an hour feeding her, trying to keep her awake long enough to get a good feeding, changing her, then rocking her back to sleep, swaddling her, making sure she's actually asleep before putting her in the bassinet so she doesn't wake up. And if she does, then rocking her back to sleep. It's a whole ordeal. And you have to burp her in there. So, you know, that's a good chunk of time that you're not sleeping and it's interrupted throughout the night. And I'm just really tired when I wake up the next morning. If I could work out at the gym at like 7:30, that would be the perfect time for me. I would love to go down to the gym at 7:30, but unfortunately my husband leaves for work at 7:30 and we're with the baby. So that's not gonna work out. Oh, she talking over there. I don't know. We're going to have to figure out a routine with the gym. Honestly, we might just stick to the home workouts. I love a good home workout, but I just haven't been to the gym in so long that it would be kind of nice to get out and go to the gym. The one thing that I really miss from it, honestly, is just the treadmill. I love my walking pad, but it doesn't have an incline. Our goal is one day to get into a house, hopefully sooner rather than later, and then we'll buy a treadmill and have a little garage gym, and then I would have an incline. I don't even need a gym anymore because I'll have my own. Right now, that's not what we got, unfortunately. And even more than the treadmill, I prefer to go outside and walk. It's just been, if it's hot, then I don't want to take her outside to walk because she can't really regulate her body temperature yet. So we're all over the place with that. We'll see what we end up doing. Anyway, let's go through this Wednesday morning-ish, afternoon, whatever, together. We do have a friend coming to stay this weekend, so I need to strip the bed in there, wash the sheets, remake it. We kind of picked up last night, so I just want to put away all of these clean things and just tidy up a little bit. Other than that, though, I already made the bed in the morning, tidied up the room, so I just need to do it out here. Let's get into it. She lasted. She usually will sleep like an hour and then wake up and be hungry. She woke up a little bit, looked around, and then went back to sleep. So I was like, we're gonna keep walking. So I felt really good outside. There's no sun out, it's cloudy, it was breezy. It was like, let's get some fresh air as long as we can without being cooped up upstairs. So we walked for an hour and a half. I got all 10,000 of my steps in because she did so good. And she literally didn't even wait. I walked up and down this hallway like the whole length of my apartments a few times because she was still sleeping. And then when she started to get a little bit less groggy, I came back right when she woke up, and now she's in a bouncer, still waking up a little bit before we change her and feed her again. Also, anytime you see this, I always have the silverettes in, just so you know. Sometimes I put pads in there so you can't see them, but I had the carrier on so you couldn't see this. So it didn't really matter anyway. But for the sake of these videos, I'm pretty sure it's mostly first-time moms watching it anyway. It doesn't really matter. But she did really good. All 10,000 steps in. Feel really good about that. We're going to do probably about a 30-minute circuit for upper body and abs if we can get that in. I don't know if it'll be during a nap time because I feel like every time I put her down for a nap time, it doesn't last very long. But we'll see. We'll see what we get out of it today. It felt good. I'm eating a protein bar now before she gets hungry. And we'll see what else the day has for us. I think while she's also there, I'm going to go ahead and strip that bed in there so I can wash the sheets and get it remade. I've also been reading, I have a new author, I think, Emma Gray. I saw one of her books that was on Libby, and it was available, and I really liked the cover. I know, don't judge a book by its cover, but you're lying if you say you don't do that. And it was called Pictures of You, and I was really interested in it, and I read it, and I loved it. 4 stars. Honestly, I would say 4.5 stars for that one. And then it said she was known for The Last Love Note. That was her biggest seller. So I'm reading that now, and I'm almost done with it. I have a few chapters left. And I listened to the audiobook while I went out walking today, and I also love it. So I think I have a new favorite author. I don't know if I love which one I love more. Probably they're both 4.5 stars because I think I like them both pretty equally. Both of them do have like heavier topics in it. If that matters to you, this one talks about like some Alzheimer's and grief and moving on. And then the previous one, not necessarily grief, a little bit of it, but it's like grief in a different way. Car accident, recovering from a car accident kind of thing, amnesia, all of that. So 2 vastly different things, but they have heavier topics and are amazingly written. I would love to see these as movies. I think they'd be phenomenal movies. But if you need a new author to try out and you haven't heard of that one, both of them take place in Australia. So I don't know if the author is Australian or what. You should check those out on Libby because they were both available. I didn't have to wait for them, which is unheard of, I feel like, on Libby these days. Anywho, let's go strip the bed.
our bedtime routine. So this is when I pump our bottle for the day. I do it at night. So Dad gives her the night bottle. We feed her half of it, change and swaddle her, and then he'll put her down in the bassinet. We've also been watching Duck Dynasty The Revival. Little bedtime routine for us. Good morning. I came up to the couch around 5:30 last night because I don't know why. Or if anyone else's baby does this, but she does so well for the first 2 stretches. We put her down around 9, 10. She sleeps till around, depending on what time we put her down, anywhere from like 8 to 10 is when we give her last bottle and put her down. And she'll last usually around 4 hours. Then I'll put her back down and she'll last, it like goes down and out every time. She'll last like 2.5, 3 hours, and then she starts waking up every hour. I don't know why it does that, but I don't like it. I thought our milk was supposed to help keep them asleep longer. Maybe it's because she's not feeding quite as long. I don't know. I feel like she does feed as long though. I don't know. I need tips. I'm tired. Anyway, I wanted to take her outside, but it's almost 8 o'clock and I think it's going to start getting too warm. It's been really rainy and super humid. So I'll probably walk on the walking pad just around here. And then today's a rest day, so we're just going to prioritize getting as many steps in as possible. I need to stretch. My legs hurt like nobody's business. I cannot lie to you. My arms and stuff are sore, but like my legs are a different level of humbled. I don't like it very much, but that's okay. If I do some stretching, which I need to, it's if this one allows me to do some stretching. I'll show it on camera as well. Happy Thursday. Let's get into the week. What week? Day. Let's get into the day. I look rough. I feel rough. My brain is tired. Here we are walking up and down the hallways of my apartment complex to get her to sleep. It is so gloomy and rainy out. We just went and got a coffee. It's a wet and rainy day, but we went down and got a coffee because I forgot to make almond milk last night. And I also wanted to show it yesterday, but somebody spit up on them. I went to Marshall's and we got some steps in that way. And it's technically a pajama set. It's a 3-piece set. It's pants, shorts, and a tank top. But I would wear it as just like an everyday comfort set. It literally looks like a Skims dupe. And it's so comfortable and thin and breathable. And I had it on, I washed it and had it on yesterday, and I was feeling so cute and put together in it, because that's one thing I'm loving right now is matching pajama sets. I used to not be a matching pajama sets person. I thought they were a waste of money and would sleep in giant t-shirts, and that was it. Now I love them, as I'm a temporary stay-at-home mom. And I had it on yesterday, and we were swaddling her. She had fed way before this, too. Been asleep. She was knocked out. We said, let's put her in the swaddle and stick her in the crib until she wakes up again. When I picked her up after being swaddled, spit up all over me, like all down the shirt, all over the shirt. The most she's ever spit up before. She doesn't spit up very often, and it had been so long, we were just like in shock by it, because that never happens. But she did eat a ton before that. Like, oh, you smiling? Yeah. Yeah, you smiling. You're so cute. She ate a ton before that, like more than we'd ever seen her. I don't know what was up, if she was just super hungry, but I think she might have overeaten a little bit, so we need to watch that a little bit more this time, which I have been the last few times I've fed her, and she's been fine. No spit ups, right? Yeah. Anyhow, the top is back in the laundry, but I will eventually come back and show you it once it's clean. Part 2. Even though I just bought it yesterday. Now I'm watching the Always Here podcast, and then we'll probably feed you again and do a Pilates workout. Yeah, because it's a gloomy day anyway. Maybe walk on a walking pad some. This is not poop, it's coffee I spilled. And you would think I would have learned the first time I did it on my couch. And now I did it on our white sheets and bedspread. So I guess we're going to strip the bed and wash the sheets. Look at you. Lift that head up.
There you go.
Look at that tummy time.
Good job.
Oh, I think we're getting frustrated. You're doing so good. Lift it up.
There you go.
We're gonna turn it left and right.
Good job. That was such a good job.
Good morning, sunshines. Happy Saturday. I think we're probably going to round the vlog off today and then I'll edit and get it out. But we had a fun day yesterday. Things did not go according to plan. We had a little bit of a friend emergency, so we were dealing with that, and hopefully she's doing good now. But I also spilled coffee on my bed, so I was trying to frantically wash my sheets and bedding and everything. We got the coffee stain out. No need to worry. I'm fired from drinking coffee on any sort of white surface, which unfortunately is all of my furniture. It's fine. And then my husband got home around 5:45, went and got his hair cut, so he looks nice and cute with that. And one of his friends is now staying with us. They are going golfing. So it's going to be a pretty, I think, boring Saturday. It's been rainy. It's been raining off and on all week, but it's supposed to rain all day today. So not really able to go out and walk around very much. Maybe we'll go to Marshall's. I don't know. I'll insert a few clips if I take them at the end of this vlog, but that's going to round us out. So thank you for joining me. It was a bit chaotic, but you know what it is. We're a first-time mom just adjusting to life and taking the punches as they come. Like, comment, subscribe. I love to communicate with anybody that's out there, and I love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.